SwitchForce was right. We're getting an Indie World presentation in 2 days. In this video, I'm going to be going over what we're going to see in this presentation, as well as the rest of his leak and what that means for the general Nintendo Direct. But before we get into that, as a quick reminder, I'm doing a $70 eShop gift card giveaway ending at the end of this month. All you got to do is comment down on this video and be sure you're subscribed. In the description is a comment sheet that outlines all the comments that are valid for entry, as well as some additional rules and regulations. Thank you guys so much for the support in the most recent videos, and I wish you the best of luck. So we got it. Earlier today, we got the announcement of an Indie World presentation. Basically a Nintendo Direct that focuses on indie games. Nintendo made the official announcement saying, join us Thursday, August 7th at 6 a.m. PT or 7 a.m. my time for a new Indie World showcase. Tune in for roughly 15 minutes of new announcements and updates on indie games coming to Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch. And SwitchForce actually told us this 2 days before this announcement, which is exciting because he also said something else regarding it. This is what he said in his first video.
I know that there is another Nintendo Direct this week, okay, of a 3-phase Nintendo Direct program.
So he says that there is 3 phases to Nintendo's strategy when it comes to these presentations. First phase was the Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase, and the second phase is the Indie World. And presumably, he hasn't officially stated this in any way, the third phase would be a first-party general Nintendo Direct. And he does elaborate on this in his most recent video, which actually was uploaded not too long ago at the time of recording.
Piece of the puzzle, the phase 3 of Nintendo Direct Palooza. And I see some people saying that next week is what I implied, or next week is what I said. I did not say that, okay? I definitely can tell you it is not next week, all right? It's coming, and we'll talk about it. It's not in the, like, imminent take-off work future, okay? Look, we got Drag Drive, we've got Kirby and the Forgotten Land Switch 2 Edition, we've got Gamescom, they're doing a Metroid Prime 4 demo at Fan Expo August 21st, so, okay, we got our partner showcase, we got...
He didn't say that we were getting a general Nintendo Direct next week, but he did say we are getting one in the near future. But what I find interesting is everything that he listed off, Drag X Drive, Metroid Prime demo, and Gamescom. So it's leading me to believe that whatever Nintendo Direct that we do have is going to be after the 3 things that he just listed. Gamescom being one of them, the last day being August 24th, which is coincidentally the last week of. SwitchForce has been dropping like little riddle hints regarding the presentation, what we'll see, what we're going to get out of it. He said it specifically in his videos that, you know, if you look into it very specifically, you'll understand what I'm saying. And I'm not going to deep dive into his videos, but it is interesting that he is saying something like that and then listing 3 different things that would hypothetically be before a general Nintendo Direct. So the key takeaway from this is be nice to people on the internet. I think he got a lot of hate for this, and genuinely he just wanted to create hype because he was right. The general Nintendo Direct might be happening near the end of August, but what are we going to see in this Indie World presentation? Nintendo has announced a lot of indie games already, so we're going to go over each of those, as well as my hope for what we might see as well that hasn't been announced. It is worth noting the one game that he said that we aren't going to see is Silksong.
You do not have a Hollow Knight Silksong being shown off this Thursday. I'll just tell you that right now. I know some people are getting very excited, but it's...
And again, it kind of puts into question what kind of source he has, because he sounds really sure about this. And, you know, if we're going to go off of his most recent reveal, I am tending to believe him, as well as it's just Hollow Knight. We're not going to see it here, guys. I don't even think that's an indie game anymore, okay? But yeah, so no Hollow Knight. But starting with games that we do know that are coming to the Switch, we have Mouseworks, which is a WarioWare style game that focuses on the Switch's mouse, or Switch 2's mouse functionality. I'm definitely going to be picking this up day one. I think this should have been published by Nintendo because this seems like it's more of a snipper clip style game and it could show off the mouse functionality perfectly. I think this is actually slated for 2026, unfortunately, probably due to the whole dev kit situation. Of course, we have Enter the Gungeon 2. I've already said this in my previous video. This is also slated for 2026. We've got a lot of coverage on Hades 2. I think this is one of the confirmed developers that got a development kit pretty early. We've gotten a creator's voice as well as an overview trailer. So this would definitely be shown off here, maybe even with an exact release date. And then lastly, one of the few games I wanted to talk about is supposed to be coming this holiday season, WitchBrook, which is definitely like a Stardew Valley-esque game. I'm actually low-key kind of excited for this. If this game has been in development for like 8 years, and yeah, it legitimately looks like it could be an awesome Stardew Valley-esque game. But yeah, confirmed for holiday of this year. I think we're definitely going to get a release date because all we have is a release window right now being winter 2025. So yeah, but then that leads us to what I think are going to be their one more things, their big indie games. And it is worth noting, last year, Steam World Heist 2 was their kind of big game, but they didn't really consider it like a one more thing. And then they did a massive Silksong World. So I don't really think we're going to get anything too crazy purposely put at the end of the presentation. But let's just say hypothetically, if they were, I definitely think maybe another look at Haunted Chocolatier would be kind of crazy. I think Stardew Valley, speaking of Stardew Valley-esque games, is still one of the best-selling digital games on the original Switch. So seeing a game like this would be amazing. The only issue is I know that Concerned Ape, the developer for Stardew Valley and Haunted Chocolatier, has stated that he paused development and is just now starting up. I think that was about 3 months ago. I don't know if he's ready to show anything new, but I think it'd be really cool if we saw this. And then this would 100% be a one more thing for the Indie World presentation. That, or more realistically, I think we're going to see another update to Balatro. Local Thunk, the developer for Balatro, has stated that he's, developing a massive update for the game that is supposed to be coming out this summer. So I think we're nearing the end of that. He could totally reveal it. I don't know if it's going to be a shadow drop at all. But yeah, apparently it's supposed to add a game mode that changes up the game. Maybe a multiplayer mode of some kind. I think this is definitely highly likely to be in here. And since it is Balatro, definitely a one more thing near the end of the presentation. It is worth noting that SwitchForce did say that there was going to be a demo shadow drop during this presentation, which makes sense because these are all really indie games. I really have no idea what game that could be. It could be literally anything. But yeah, any demo we get would be amazing. Legitimately, I think I'm kind of more excited for this than I was with the partner showcase. So I think indie games are just a lot more fun, more creative than a lot of the third-party games that we do get in the partner showcase. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Of course, I'll be reacting to this live, so if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And for as low as $2 a month, you can help support the channel and become a channel member. Are you excited? Because I'm kind of excited. Yeah, I think that's about it. I will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll be reacting to this live. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.